Hey guys, what is up? Oki here, bringing you the new champion reveal, Renata. She is going to be a support. I am so freaking excited to see this champion in action. We've seen the teasers, we've seen a little bit of snippets of what her abilities are going to be, but this is it, guys. We get to see it in action. Let's roll it.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Oh my. Okay. Work it, girl.
My favorite part of the job.
Okay, I love her voice though.
Testing.
Yo, what's happening?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, evil grandmother, best new champion.
Move now. Die for me.
Die for me. Oh my god, this is cool. This is so cool.
I don't need to get my hands dirty. Oh, but I do enjoy it.
Oh, she's so evil, bro. Look at the swagger walk.
Kill them and suffer.
It's okay. This is insane, though.
Or work against me. Doesn't matter. Everyone comes to my side eventually.
Yo, this champion
your pistols naked, Samira.
is incredible.
Those guns are mine by right.
Yo, she just threw... Hang on. She just threw Tom Kinch into Heimerdinger.
Step aside, worm.
First of all, he's not a worm. He's a catfish.
Just do.
Get over here.
Okay, she brought her back to life, though. Oh my god. Okay.
In your hour of need. Never cross Renata Glass.
So the leaks were actually true.
We don't have to be enemies. Let me change your mind.
That's the big one. The mind control. The mind control ability. It looks so cool. She's such a boss.
Progress. Competition is for the weak. I
love that she's just dancing upon these corpses. She's supposed to be a support, and she just like murdered everybody. Okay, boys and girls, that is a lot to take in. I think there's just a little bit left at the end here.
Value your life.
Wow. Okay, so that is incredible. I love everything that I just saw and heard. The voice, the abilities, every freaking thing. Okay, so the leaks from yesterday were in fact correct. But let's take a little bit more in-depth look at her, all of her abilities that we just saw. So we've got her passive leverage, and you're going to be seeing this as a little bit of a trend. All of her passive abilities are named after like business maneuvers. You know, at the highest level, because that's all she is. She's a Kim Baroness. She's a boss coming down to get her hands dirty. So her passive is Renata's. Oh, is this her name? Is this like going to be her name in game? Renata Glaask gives first and last name. I mean, everyone is obviously going to call her Renata, but Renata Glaask's basic attacks mark her enemies and deal bonus damage. Damage from Renata's allies consume the mark, dealing additional damage. So essentially, she's like a Rel or a Senna, where she's got just a little bit more damage cooked into her basic attacks. And then what's crazy is she's got one of the best support items, Imperial Mandate, built into her passive. Kind of crazy. So she attacks someone, and then her ally attacks someone, and it pops the mark, and that deals additional damage. So pretty crazy. And then Q, Handshake, we've got Renata Glaask sends out a missile from her robotic arm, so cool by the way, that roots the first enemy hit. Okay, so we knew it CC'd them yesterday. Now we know it's a root, so her Q just straight up roots. She can reactivate the ability to throw the enemy in a target direction, damaging enemies hit and stunning them if the target is thrown. So I'm wondering how that is actually going to work out, like how you get to decide where they're thrown. Super cool new form of CC, by the way. So you can throw them. I'm wondering if you can pull them. Probably not. But you can throw them in whatever direction you want. As we saw in the trailer, she uses that to throw Tom Kinch into his ally. Where was that? Yeah, this part right here. So she hits him with the Q. And then smacks him into it. That looks like it's so freaking satisfying to like to Q someone and then smack him into a wall or a champion. And then stunning them if the target thrown is a champion. Interesting. Okay, so it's a root. into a possible stun. Okay, so W is Bailout. Renata Glass grants an allied champion on or herself. Oh, okay, so it's not both. Grants an allied champion or herself ramping attack speed and movement speed towards enemies. Wow. So this is a very, very offensive ability. If the ally gets a takedown on an enemy champion, the buff duration resets. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is going to be really, really rewarding. Even if like, even though she's like an enchanter champion, like she looks like she has like a lot of game knowledge and like skill ceiling built into the champ. If the ally gets a takedown on an enemy champion, the buff duration resets. So it's going to be very, very timing based. And if the ally would die while Bailout is still active, their health is set back to full, but they begin burning to death over 3 seconds. First of all, that is so freaking metal. That burning to death over 3 seconds. Second of all, it is really, really interesting that they just got rid of the Kim Tank Dragon and now have essentially put it back into the game in the form of a support's ability. Really, really crazy. Wow, it's just a lot to take in. I'm just imagining like a lot of reward for this ability being mastered, because like the timing on it, if you activate it too early before they get a kill, it's not going to do anything. If you wait too long though, without activating it, your ally might just die anyways. So there's going to be a lot of like really, really tricky timing and interesting like timing that goes into it. Okay, so it resets if your ally gets a kill. Oh, this is going to be so good with hyper carries like Jinx, by the way. It's going to be so freaking good with hyper carries. And then this is the crazy one, is if she dies during that, she gets to come back temporarily. Okay, E is loyalty program. Renata sends out Kimtech rockets that shield allies and damage and slow enemies they pass through. Okay, the rockets also apply their effects round her on cast and an explosion at max range. So this is a little confusing. Let's see this in action. Kimtech rockets that shield allies. Okay, so it's kind of like using Senna Q, where it has certain effects on allies, good effects on allies, bad effects on the enemy. Interesting. Shield allies and damage and slow enemies they pass through. So she's got a lot of skill shots built in. So this is for sure the first enchanter we've seen that has at least 2 skill shots. And then this is the crazy one. This is the one everyone is going to be saying that is like crazy over the top. Riot's gone too far. 200 years. We've got hostile takeover. So Renata sends out a cloud of chemicals that causes enemies to go berserk, increasing their attack speed and forcing them to wait, enemies, it's multiple? Berserk enemies prioritize attacking their own allies, then neutral units, then Renata's team, then Renata's herself. So there's a hierarchy, there's a list, there's an order to the things that people attack when they're CC'd by this. So, and it is CC, don't forget that. So this is a new form of CC. It sounds like it's called Berserk. It's basically like enemies are taunted, but they prioritize hitting things that aren't the person that taunted them. They prioritize hitting each other first, and then neutral units like, Gromp or Baron, and then Renata's team, and then Renata herself. This is crazy. I did not. Okay, that looks so cool though. It's like you're literally just like gassing them. It's like, dude, you're hitting them with like the Joker gas. How nuts is this? I thought it was just going to be like you get to mind control one person, but this is even crazier. Imagine hitting an entire team with this. One, you're CCing them for 2 seconds. I don't know if it starts at 2 seconds or it goes up to 2 seconds, but it mentioned 2 seconds. Oh my God. Dude, just think of how much value you get out of this. They're CC'd for 2 seconds. They can't control themselves, and they're hitting each other. So you're taking both of their health bars and protecting yourself from getting hit by the damage that they'll deal to you. This is insane. This might be one of the most powerful forms of CC in the game. Like, wow. Just imagine hitting like a 10-0 Master Yi with that, and he just starts shredding his own team. And they can't do anything about it. Oh my God, I just realized that, bro. They can't even stop their allies from hitting them because they can't CC them. Oh my god. And I bet there's even ways that you can get the enemies to CC each other. For instance, if you use this when Leona has her Q popped, her next basic auto attack is going to stun. So like if enemy Leona pops her Q and then you hit him with the hostile takeover, Leona's going to stun her ally. This is insane. This is seriously, this might be one of the better ultimates in the entire game. How nutty is this? And then we've got one or two more things to show you guys. Here's the splash art, and something cool that I've seen about this is that the splash art is cool on its own, but if you flip it upside down, it's actually you can realize that like this is the you're seeing it from the perspective of someone looking into a puddle. So you're looking into a puddle and like seeing that reflected back at you, just kind of neat. So like, I don't know when this takes place in the story. It looks like, you know, this guy probably beat up this guy and this guy like fell into a puddle. And that's where we're seeing the reflection for the splash art. So, you know, really puts the splash in a splash art, I guess. All right. And then here is this is Admiral Rose. Oh, okay. So we were thinking that this skin line was going to be called Anima Squad. It still might be. But the name of this skin is Admiral Rose. Really crazy. Guys, I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on this champion. The second she drops on the PvE, we're going to be playing 1, 2, 100 games of Renata. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel to get all that Renata goodness. I'm going to be finding the best build for her. We're going to be becoming the rank 1 Renata. It's going to be a really good time, and I hope you guys are here for it. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Renata looks absolutely amazing, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.